Hello, fellow bookish people. We are back to setting up my 2026 book journal. You can check out my playlist on my channel called 2026 Book Journaling to catch up to where we're at today. So, without further ado, let's get into day one of my second book journalathon. This has been such a fun experience setting up my 2026 book journal. It always is every year that I set it up, but I'm having so much fun making these videos as well, so I hope you guys are enjoying. Today we are going to be setting up my new releases page, which will help me keep track of the books as they come in, books that I'll probably want to pre-order or buy. So without further ado, let's get making. So I'm going to go to a new page here in my journal to start setting up my new releases tracker. I know I've shown you guys making like a border with my washi tapes at the top and bottom of my journal before, but I'm kind of measuring out this paper to do a similar effect because I like the design of this one. I'm just using the lines on my cutter to essentially map where I want to cut each one, and then boom, they're all done. Now I'm just going to glue them all into here. Unlike with the washi tape where I don't cut the washi tape, I do cut the paper because it'll get all wrinkly in the corner creases and it'll like pull up too much. So I did separate those out for this. You want to make sure it's pasted down really well. The only thing about cutting it in the middle is that sometimes the lines don't match up perfectly with this grid line paper design, but I'm okay with that. I still think it looks cute as is. And then I trim the excess off of the corners so that it's nice and round. Now I'm going to design up the space a little bit more with some pretty stickers that I think go with my theme here. Before I put down too much designy stuff, I want to make sure I know what space I have for my months. So just like with the art tracker, I made all of these with my stamps and then ripped them out really, and sticking them down. Then I'm gonna get my paper cutter out again to cut out those names of the months like I did with my last one. Now I'm going to stick all of those little brown slips down and then write the names of each of the months on there. I know that this design is pretty similar to my art tracker, but that helps me get used to the system and knowing where to look for what. So I actually like that they're very similar in designs. I haven't done one like this before, but I think it will be very helpful to me this year. I think the title of this looks really well with this, but I wanted to make it a little bit bolder with this darker brown just to stand out against that pretty pattern I have behind it. Now all that's left is really to put the names of the months on there, and then when I get a release that I'm excited for, I will circle the number on my calendar and then write the release on there so I can keep track. I really like how this page turned out. I think it's going to be super helpful for me. I've never made a new releases page before in my journal, but I tend to read like a book in a series and then the other one's not out yet, so I tend to kind of just forget about it. And I think with this, it'll help me remember what books I wanted to read and keep track of that so I can pre-order or buy it So I think this was really a good one to add in this year. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, happy reading.